So this project's come about from removal, sadly, of one of our iconic tulip trees, which was grown in this spot, about 90 years old, but was suffering from honey fungus, so we were advised to remove it. Our scientists have said if we leave the ground fallow for 2 years, then the honey fungus, which is still going to be present, hopefully will be diminished enough that it's not going to affect the replant.
So by having a meadow, it allows the honey fungus to die off naturally over a period of years and gives us a lovely display in the interim period.
From advice from Paul from Meadow My Garden, it's a wildflower sort of pictorial meadow mix, which is going to give us a lot of colour for the next 2 years with a mixture of annuals and perennials, and that's going to, give us colour in the garden, but also bring beneficials in. It's sort of a mix for ladybirds.
This is primarily because we've got a little bit of a dearth or a sort of reduced population of ladybirds we've noticed in the garden. So by having increasing their number with attracting them via the meadow, then we're also combating the aphid issue we could have in the garden, because they're a big predator of aphids.
So obviously we wanted to sow the meadow when there's still good moisture in the soil, and obviously when we get that spring growth. Moving on towards late April, we got the sowing completed because we were hampered by a bit of wet weather, and obviously our soil is quite sticky when it's wet, so we just wanted to get the conditions right.
It's been a bit of a journey. We had a very dry spell in May and June, and we had our doubts as to whether there was going to be good germination.
And to be honest, as soon as we got that warmer spring weather kick in, then the germination took place. So it wasn't too many weeks after sowing we started to see a bit of a sea of green.
When the rain came in July, then it took off, and in the last 6-8 weeks it's been a fantastic display. So we're really chuffed. The annuals are doing their thing. The oxeye daisies were brilliant earlier on, and we're into the cosmos and the Bidens now, and they're really doing a great display. So been a huge amount of interest from the visitors as well.
It's just amazing to see what utilises these meadows, and I think it'd be really interesting to see with this one being more a pictorial meadow against our sort of more permanent wildflower meadows, the interactions with the wildlife between both would be really interesting to observe.
But if there was another opportunity in another space in the garden, we'd definitely take it, because it's been so successful and such a draw for visitors.